Welcome to this explainer. Okay, picture this. You're staring down at your induction cooktop, you're ready to whip up an absolute masterpiece, and then you're met with a bizarre, flashing sequence of numbers. If you've been there, you know the panic. Well, today we are decoding these high-tech appliances together. We're going to translate those cryptic error codes into actionable, straightforward solutions. So, why exactly is your induction cooktop flashing at you? I mean, it's incredibly frustrating. You've got dinner prepped, maybe your guests are getting hungry, and suddenly your appliance looks way more like a countdown timer than a stove. But don't panic. As we're going to see, an error code is rarely a total emergency. Most of the time, these codes point to a very specific and highly fixable cause. So we're going to solve this mystery together.
Here is our quick roadmap for today. 1. Crucial safety warnings. 2. Decoding the error codes. 3. The diagnostic checklist. 4. Fixing a blown fuse. And 5. Prevention and maintenance.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, Crucial Safety Warnings, and what you need to know before you touch anything. Listen, induction cooktops pack a punch. They use serious electrical voltage and generate intense heat, so a cracked surface, that isn't just an eyesore, it is an immediate electrical shock risk. Liquids can seep right down into the electronics, which means the whole unit needs replacing right away. And of course, remember the classic fire hazard. Unattended oil ignites incredibly fast. Never ever try to extinguish a grease fire with water. Just switch it off and smother it with a lid or use a foam extinguisher.
But beyond what you can see, these cooktops actually have invisible dangers too. Because they use magnetic fields to heat your pans instead of traditional thermal conduction, they emit powerful electromagnetic fields. This is an absolutely crucial point. If you rely on a cardiac pacemaker or an insulin pump, you really must consult a doctor before cooking on one of these. Those magnetic fields can actually disrupt electrical implants. Also, keep your smartphones, memory cards, and credit cards off the surface. Those magnets can literally wipe your cards clean. Oh, and a great rule of thumb for us all, never rely on the pan detection feature to shut things down. Always hit the manual power button just to be totally safe.
Moving right along to Section 2, Decoding the Error Codes.
Okay, so first things first, we need to separate totally normal operations from actual real errors. It is so common to panic when the letters HOT pop up on an LG or LOC appears out of nowhere just as you're about to start cooking family dinner. But HOT is simply a residual heat warning. It just means the glass is still above 150 degrees. And LOC? Well, that just means the child safety lock is on. Literally just hold the lock button for 3 seconds and you're back to cooking. No expensive repair tech needed. Now here's where it gets kind of fascinating. Did you know different major brands use entirely different codes to yell the exact same thing at you? Whether it's E3 on a Bosch, CD on a GE Profile, CD on a Samsung, or NO on an LG, they all just mean your pan isn't compatible, or maybe it's just off-center. The cooktop is simply looking for a flat ferromagnetic pan. So before you assume the inverter board is completely fried, simply check your cookware. That brings us to Section 3, the diagnostic checklist. All right, let's dive into a universal 6-step diagnostic checklist. Think of this as your personal detective playbook. Step 1, record the exact code and the context of what you were doing when it happened. Step 2, the power cycle. Turn it off at the breaker, wait a full 10 minutes, and turn it back on. Seriously, this alone clears out most transient glitches. Step 3, check your pan with the trusty magnet test. If a fridge magnet sticks to the bottom, you're good. Step 4, check your vents. Believe it or not, the cooktop actually needs 1.5 to 2 inches of cabinet clearance underneath just to breathe properly. Step 5, verify it's running on a dedicated 240-volt circuit. And finally, Step 6, if an F code or inverter error is still persisting after all of this, well then it's time to call in a professional.
Next up is Section 4, Fixing a Blown Fuse.
So you might be wondering, why do fuses even blow in the first place? Well, they're basically your cooktop's built-in bodyguards. They are quite literally designed to sacrifice themselves to save the highly expensive electronic components inside your cooktop. They intentionally blow during short circuits, sudden power surges, or if a circuit gets overloaded. It is a really crucial built-in safety mechanism.
Now, if a fuse has sacrificed itself, which usually leaves the cooktop totally dead by the way, here is the exact replacement process. First, and I cannot stress this enough, turn off the 220-volt breaker at your main panel. Do not skip this. Second, unscrew the cooktop and carefully remove the fuse and make sure you're standing on a rubber mat for safety against residual electricity. Third, you've got to match the old fuse with a replacement of the exact same voltage and wattage.
Going lower means it's just going to blow again immediately. Finally, secure it, reassemble everything, and test it out on a low setting so you don't shock the new fuse right out of the gate.
And finally, Section 5, Prevention and Maintenance.
To keep these annoying errors from ever coming back, there are just a few really easy daily habits we can adopt. First, maintain that 1.5 to 2 inches of cabinet clearance underneath. Blocked airflow is a massive culprit behind those over-temperature faults. Second, never heat an empty pan on maximum power, because dry pans overheat incredibly fast. Stick to heavy, flat-bottomed, magnetic pans. Keep the glass seal clean and dry so stray liquids don't short the internal boards. And make absolutely sure the unit is running on its own dedicated 240-volt circuit.
So I want to leave you with this thought to chew on. Are your daily cooking habits actually triggering your cooktop's error codes? It is frankly amazing how often a simple change in cookware or just cleaning out that crowded drawer right underneath the stove to give it some air can completely solve these high-tech mysteries. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go take a quick look at your kitchen setup, apply what we've talked about today, and make sure your cooktop has exactly what it needs to perform flawlessly.